5 Poorest Places in Wales. Wales is a land of breathtaking beauty, rolling green valleys, dramatic coastlines, and villages steeped in history. But away from the castles and holiday snapshots, there are communities battling deep economic challenges. The 5 poorest places in Wales aren't just statistics. They are home to proud, resilient people navigating daily struggles against the odds. Using the Welsh Index of Multiple Deprivation, WIMD 2019, we'll journey through areas that top the list for income deprivation, unemployment, and housing hardship, exploring their stories with honesty, respect, and a touch of warmth. 5. Cardiff. Cardiff is the beating heart of Wales, a place where rugby roars fill the air, the bay sparkles with modern life, and Victorian arcades bustle with shoppers. On the surface, it's a city of opportunity. Yet behind the cosmopolitan energy lies a hidden story of inequality. While Cardiff boasts some of the wealthiest postcodes in Wales, the Welsh Index of Multiple Deprivation shows that 19.2% of its small areas are ranked among the most deprived 10% in the nation. This means parts of the city face challenges comparable to struggling post-industrial towns. Where the problems lie. Neighborhoods like Ely, Splot, and Butetown are often highlighted in reports for high unemployment, low household incomes, and housing shortages. In Butetown, for example, social housing dominates the skyline, and opportunities for upward mobility can be limited. Educational attainment gaps remain a pressing issue. A child's postcode can too often shape their future. Many residents face the difficult combination of high living costs and low wages. In some wards, families rely heavily on food banks, and young adults struggle to secure stable jobs. While Cardiff has major employers, the benefits aren't always evenly shared. Jobs in finance, government, and tech may exist in the city center, but the skills gap and access barriers can keep these roles out of reach for residents in more deprived areas. Life beyond the headlines. Yet, life in Cardiff's deprived areas isn't solely about hardship. Communities here are rich in culture, heritage, and neighborly spirit. Street food festivals in Splot, multicultural events in Butetown, and grassroots sports clubs in Ely all paint a fuller picture of a city that refuses to be defined by statistics alone. Cardiff's diversity is one of its greatest strengths. From Somali cafes to Caribbean cultural celebrations, the city offers a vibrant mix that enriches daily life. For many residents, Cardiff's energy comes not from its wealth, but from its people. People who continue to build community resilience even in the face of economic pressure. 4. Merthyr Tydfil. Tucked in the South Wales valleys, Merthyr Tydfil's history is written in iron and coal. In the 19th century, it was a powerhouse of the Industrial Revolution, exporting steel and coal to the world. But when those industries collapsed in the late 20th century, the town's economic base crumbled. Today, approximately 22.2% of Merthyr Tydfil's areas are ranked among the most deprived 10% in Wales. Long-term unemployment, health issues, and generational poverty are challenges that many locals know too well. The human impact. The decline of heavy industry left a gap that service sector jobs couldn't fully fill. For many, low wages and part-time contracts are the norm. Health statistics are sobering. Life expectancy here is lower than the Welsh average, with higher rates of chronic illnesses linked to industrial heritage and limited healthcare access. Educational outcomes also remain a concern. While there are excellent teachers and dedicated schools, socioeconomic disadvantages can impact attendance and performance, creating a cycle that is hard to break. For young people, leaving Merthyr in search of better opportunities elsewhere can feel like the only choice. Resilience in the face of adversity. Despite the statistics, Merthyr Tydfil is home to one of Wales's most tight-knit communities. Volunteer-run heritage projects preserve the town's industrial story, while community kitchens and charity hubs work tirelessly to bridge the gaps in support. Tourism offers a flicker of hope. With the Brecon Beacons National Park on its doorstep, Merthyr has become a gateway for hiking, cycling, and outdoor adventures. Small businesses are springing up to serve visitors, offering everything from guided tours to local crafts. The challenge is ensuring that these benefits are felt by everyone, not just those directly involved in tourism. 3. Blaenau Gwent. If you want to understand the challenge of economic regeneration in post-industrial Wales, Blaenau Gwent is the case study. Once dominated by coal mines and steelworks, the area now faces the reality of a global economy that has left many small towns behind. The statistics are stark. 85.1% of Blaenau Gwent's areas are in the most deprived 50% of Wales, the highest percentage in the nation. Job opportunities are scarce, and average incomes are among the lowest in the country. Young people often leave for better prospects elsewhere, creating a cycle of depopulation. The weight of history. Generations grew up with mining as the central pillar of life. When that industry vanished, so too did the guaranteed jobs, apprenticeships, and community infrastructure it supported. Today, retail, public sector work, and small-scale manufacturing dominate, but none have fully replaced the lost economic engine. In some communities, the loss of the pits also meant the loss of a shared sense of purpose. Clubs, choirs, and sports teams tied to workplaces disappeared, leaving social gaps that are hard to fill. Poverty here is not just about money. It's about the erosion of opportunities and connections. A spirit that won't quit. If statistics told the whole story, Blaenau Gwent would sound hopeless. But in reality, the valleys here are buzzing with grassroots initiatives, from community art centers to mountain biking trails that attract visitors. The area's natural beauty, including the Ebbw Fach Trail, offers untapped potential if investment and infrastructure can meet the vision. In towns like Ebbw Vale and Tredegar, local leaders are pushing for green energy projects and vocational training hubs to prepare residents for modern industries. It's a long road, but the determination to fight back against decline is unmistakable. 2. Newport. Newport, located on the River Usk, is a city of contrasts. It's a transport hub with a proud history as a port and an industrial center. Today, it has vibrant cultural spots, universities, and growing business parks. But it also carries the title of having the highest proportion, approximately 24.2% of areas, in the most deprived 10% of Wales. The struggle in certain wards. Areas such as Pilgwenley, known locally as Pill, face significant social and economic challenges. Here, unemployment rates are higher than the Welsh average, and almost 37% of children live in poverty. Housing conditions can be poor, and opportunities for young people often feel out of reach. Some residents point to a lack of investment in community infrastructure. While the city center has seen regeneration projects, these improvements haven't always reached the neighborhoods that need them most. Public transport links can be patchy, limiting access to jobs in other parts of the city and beyond. Beyond the struggles. Despite these challenges, Newport is fiercely proud of its identity. The city's multicultural population brings festivals, food markets, and music events that keep its spirit alive. Regeneration projects along the riverfront, such as the Friars Walk Shopping Center and modern office developments, show promise. The key question is whether these benefits will trickle down to all residents or remain concentrated in more affluent pockets. 1. Rhyl West. 2. Denbighshire. At the top of our list of the 5 poorest places in Wales is Rhyl West 2, officially ranked number 1 most deprived small area in the nation by the Welsh Index of Multiple Deprivation, 2019. A seaside town's hidden reality. Rhyl was once a favorite holiday destination, drawing visitors from across Britain. Its golden sands and seaside attractions were the pride of North Wales. But as cheap overseas holidays rose in popularity, domestic tourism declined, leaving towns like Rhyl struggling to adapt. Rhyl West, two faces high unemployment, seasonal low-paid jobs, and some of the poorest housing stock in the UK. Social challenges are compounded by transitory populations and limited investment in long-term infrastructure. Many properties are old guest houses converted into flats, often in poor condition, with high turnover among tenants. Community resilience. Despite its struggles, Rhyl West 2 has active community groups working to improve the quality of life. Projects to refurbish housing, develop tourism again, and provide youth services show that while poverty is real, so too is the determination to turn things around. Events like the Rhyl Air Show and investments in the promenade are small steps toward revitalizing the area. Local leaders hope these changes will encourage more visitors and create jobs. But for now, many residents still face daily financial uncertainty. The 5 poorest places in Wales show us that poverty has many faces, from post-industrial valleys to struggling seaside towns. Yet, in every one of them, there's pride, resilience, and a determination to create a better tomorrow. These aren't just deprived areas. They're communities with untold potential. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.